Dr. Becker, 6370. Dr. Becker, Confrontation, 6370.
You ever seen an infected, pierced scrotum?
No, but I know a few people on whom I'd like to see it happen. We need to talk.
Well, pain's what you're after. The penis is really the way to go. I'd recommend the epidrapia.
We're not talking.
Sounded like we were.
No. You're attempting to avoid talking because you know what I want to talk about.
Nipples?
I need to get rid of one of your people.
Absolutely. As soon as I do performance reviews. And then review the reviews, of course. A decision like this can't be made without proper, review. Shouldn't take longer than a month, maybe 2, 4 at the most, unless it gets complicated.
There's no way out of this. You might as well get it over with as fast as you can, like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Only instead of a 2-cent piece of tape and gauze, it's a human being.
Like you care.
Like you don't.
You have a week. Get it done.
Oh, and one more thing. I've been told that I gotta get rid of one of you guys by the end of the week. New sheriff, belt tightening. You know how it goes. Okay, carry on.
Some kind of game. House's own version of punked.
It's not House, it's Vogler. We can't let it get to us. We've got to stick together.
Why?
What are you suggesting? We start slashing each other's
I'm
throats?
suggesting it's a zero-sum game. Your loss is my win. That's not conducive to team play.
Which is what House seems to want. Come with Cameron. Maybe a bad strategy, but I don't want to give House that satisfaction. Come on, sick kid, remember?
She's diabetic.
So, any thoughts?
On what? Sharon's plan for Gaza?
Who are you gonna let go?
Thinking I could convince Vogler it would be more cost efficient to keep all of them.
Yeah, you should be able to pull that off. Most billionaires aren't very good with numbers.
It will be more cost efficient once I grab Cameron's ass, called Foreman a spade, and Chase, well, I'll grab his ass too.
You are uniquely talented in many areas, but office politics is not one of them. Don't take Vogler on.
Separate or together?
Together. Not diet pills. You might want to broaden the search just a little. And don't just ask the mom. If she hasn't mentioned it yet, she's not gonna...
If you're gonna fire someone, go ahead and do it. But don't treat us like lab rats testing how long it takes to get us at one another's throats.
So what should I do?
I don't give a damn what you do.
Yes, I had noticed your complete indifference. You don't even offer a medical opinion anymore. Who would you fire?
Not my call.
I want your opinion. Fine, it's you. Either way, you're making a choice.
Chase.
Because he screwed up an angio a month ago?
Anyone can make a mistake.
Right. So it's the money. You resent it, but you're going to tell me that he doesn't need the job.
He doesn't appreciate the job.
He was ready to go 3 rounds with Cameron for it.
He wants the job. Just doesn't appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with just wanting to hang out, but this is not the place to do it.
I'm surprised.
You thought I'd pick Cameron?
I didn't think you'd pick it all. Guess he's not the rise above the fray guy he'd like us to think he is.
You practically forced it out of him.
He's scared of losing his job, just like everybody else.
I've been thinking. You've made it quite clear that you're miserable here.
I am not miserable.
You're not happy.
And you are?
With my job, yes.
I'm exactly where I want to be, doing exactly what I want to do.
I sense a hint of sarcasm there. Why don't you pick yourself? Quit.
Diet pills brought her to us. We gave her the sores.
You think she got a staph infection from something here?
I'm not saying the hospital gave the sores. I'm saying we did by treating her. Warfarin-induced skin necrosis.
Highly unlikely. We started her on heparin before the warfarin.
Who gave her the heparin?
I did warfarin, she did heparin.
Sure you didn't both give her warfarin?
Yes, I did not screw up.
Did you actually see her prepared and administer the heparin? Enough said.
You were standing right there.
I was preparing my own dose.
Yeah, right. There's got to be some other cause.
None that I can think of. Let's fix the mistake. Give her unfractionated IV heparin and low molecular weight heparin by subcutaneous injection. Stat.
Making me look bad is not going to save your job.
You think you're incapable of making a mistake?
You think that I am that weak that I'm going to just roll over and take this?
House isn't going to protect you just because you kiss his ass.
Vogler wants to know what he can do for me.
Hey! Stop worrying about your asses and start worrying about the patients.
The MRIs are rented, but, did you make a decision?
He's not gonna fire anybody.
Yes. I'm gonna cut the pay of all 4 of us. 17% across the board will allow you to keep us all for the same amount of money. I believe it's what you suits call win-win.
All right, if you can...
No.
If he can work it so we keep the current staff for the same amount of money, what difference does it make?
It's not about the money.
This is not a negotiation. It never was. I need to know that whatever I ask you to do, however distasteful you find it, you'll do it. And just as importantly, you need to know that.
We talk?
What, no roses? No chocolates? You're here to apologize.
I'm not here to apologize.
Uh-oh. That means you're here for something more complicated.
Do you want to fire me?
Yes. Just waiting for an excuse. Thank God Vogler came along. Whew.
It's the only reason I can think of why you're insisting that I made a mistake.
Really? Because there is another explanation. Perhaps not as much fun as your Freudian analysis, but maybe you actually made a mistake.
Doing this because you can't deal with your feelings for me.
I believe that you were the only one to express feelings. And if we're gonna look at this from a first-year psych point of view, maybe you want me to fire you. Maybe that's why you're acting weird.
You're the one being different. You're always pushing things, pushing the rules, pushing us, but not this time. You jumped on this idea like a life raft. Not one question about what else it could be. No riding us for other answers.
I have the answer.
And why aren't you watching TV? Or playing your damn Game Boy or whatever else you have so much fun doing by yourself? Maybe I should just quit. Make it easy for everyone.
Maybe you should.